out there over Albany, 13 degrees on that CDPHP first morning weather cam, dark and early, waiting for that sun to come up. And we're going to see thickening clouds as we go throughout the next several hours out ahead of that next approaching system. So we'll start off with mostly cloudy skies, and then we'll track that light snow that's heading our way. Temperatures with those clouds kind of lingering in the overnight hours are on the milder side, teens and single digits. 7 degrees Edinburgh, 3 Chestertown, 5 Salem, 12 Rensselaer, 15 Claverick, 14 degrees in Voorheesville, and 15 degrees in Hunter, with highs topping out in the upper 20s as we go throughout the afternoon and the evening hours. Again, our high temperatures will reach those later on in the day. Behind a warm front that's going to bring us, again, milder air, but also that chance for light snow as we go throughout the afternoon. First morning live Doppler radar, you can see it's quiet and dry. We had a few passing light snow showers in western New England, now tapering off to just some leftover flurries. Here's the first batch of that light snow just off to our west. They're approaching Buffalo, Syracuse, and that's going to come through after midday today. This is with that Clipper system, and you can see this is out with that warm front that's going to approach heading into the afternoon. So hour by hour forecast, clouds will continue to increase throughout this morning. By about noon, 1 o'clock, starting to see our first snowflakes for our westernmost counties, and then spreading across the rest of the area as we get closer to 3, 4 o'clock. More of that snow off to the north, and then this kind of becomes scattered with light snow lingering into the evening hours. So for that drive home, could be slippery out there with some snow-covered roads, so take it easy. Even this particular model here picking up on a little bit of pink there, and that's where it's indicating with that warm front, some milder air aloft could lead to a little bit of mixing, the potential for a little bit of some freezing rain. Best potential for that would be in the Catskills and the Mid-Hudson Valley for light glaze of ice, although most of us, again, I'm expecting more of just that plain light snow. This tapers off tonight as we get closer to midnight, and then heading into Wednesday, we'll see mostly cloudy skies and some leftover scattered snow showers with some lake effect and some upslope mountain effect there, mainly outside of the Hudson River Valley. When it comes to how much we can expect today through tonight, generally a coating, a dusting to an inch or two for I-90 points on south, Rensselaer Hill towns into southern Vermont, the northern Berkshires up towards Lake George, and the Adirondacks 2 to 4 inches. Could see some isolated higher amounts as well, and we'll see additional snow expected in the hills and mountains on Wednesday. But for today, highs Valentine's Day.
People all around.
It all culminates tonight.
Yesterday, everyone above zero, and we're talking about some milder air on the way as well. I'll give you a look at that along with the time.
Frigid winter.
For Lieutenant Governor.
Welcome back on this Tuesday morning. Let's get another.
And we've got those temperatures in the single digits and the teens to start. After yesterday, though, we made 18 consecutive days with temperatures below freezing. We'll add to it today, but then tomorrow, better chance for those temperatures once again to come above freezing. Previous deep freeze we've had for this long is back in December of 2000 through January 5th of 2001. So overall, again, putting an end to that deep freeze this week as we forecast some milder temperatures there. Pittsfield currently 16 degrees on that sunshine early. Now overall, the trend will be for those clouds to increase pretty quickly as we go throughout the next several hours. Single digits and teens to start for Piseco, 2 Glens Falls, 9 degrees in Ballston Spa, 12 Albany, 13 degrees in Kinderhook. Few flurries in western New England in the overnight hours coming to an end. A little bit of light snow there. Otherwise, it's dry to start off, so no concerns for the morning drive, but that light snow is going to get closer to us as we go throughout the afternoon and the evening hours. So hour by hour forecast, afternoon 1 o'clock, starting to see that first little bit of snow pushing into our western counties and then spreading across the capital region by around 3, 4 o'clock. Highs will top out in the upper 20s. Could be a bit slippery for the evening drive, so take it easy out there. Back to you. And we are tracking that snow arriving this afternoon, heading into the evening hours. So travel impacts for today. The morning commute will not be affected. It'll be quiet. It'll be dry. You can get out the door this morning. No real concerns. It's also not quite as cold as it's been the last couple mornings. But this afternoon, as we get closer to 3, 4 p.m., we'll have light snow coming down. Could get a little bit slippery, and that means by the evening commute with a little bit more of that snow coming down, could be looking at some snow-covered roads, especially across the northern half of the area, north of I-90. I-90, where we'll see around 2 to 4 inches adding up. So could be slippery for the evening drive. Otherwise, an improvement later tonight into Wednesday once that all comes to an end. Still talking about some additional scattered snow showers in the hills and mountains on Wednesday. But take it easy out there. Might want to give yourself some extra time to get home today. Chris, back to you.
All right, Christina, breaking news.
Below zero. Good news is also it's dry, so the bus stop this morning won't have to worry about any rain or snow, but pickup time or the drive home will be different. Around 3, 4 o'clock, we'll be talking about some widespread light snow pushing into the area, so could be a little bit slippery when you pick up the kids from school or as they're getting off the bus stop later on today. Temperatures will be in the upper 20s by then. Some sunshine breaking through out there in Albany as clouds continue to increase across the area. 13 degrees, but feeling like 7 with a light breeze out of the southwest. Again, any sunny breaks early this morning will be short-lived as that system gets closer to us. Single digits off to the north, mainly teens to the south. 14 Voorheesville, 12 in Rensselaer, 10 degrees. North Adams down to 5 in Salem, 3 Chestertown, and 5 degrees in Edinburgh. Highs will top out in the upper 20s. As we go throughout the afternoon and evening hours today, kind of staying fairly steady through tonight before those temperatures drop off just a bit in the overnight hours and heading into early on Wednesday. Now, first morning live Doppler radar, you can see it's quiet and it's dry out there once again to start off this morning. We had a few flurries in western New England in the overnight hours. Those have since fizzled out, and there's where that light snow is off to our west, approaching Buffalo, Syracuse there, out ahead of this area of low pressure, this Clipper system, and we're going to see that light snow spread into the region with that warm front approaching as we go throughout the afternoon. So hour by hour forecast and breaks of sunshine early, clouds thickening over the next several hours. Noon, 1 o'clock, little bit of light snow starts to push into the Adirondacks, the Mohawk Valley, the Catskills, continues to push further eastward. And as we get closer to 3 o'clock, that's when we'll start to see light snow across most of the area. And then continuing off to the north with more spotty light snow lingering into the evening and the early overnight hours. Notice this particular model picking up on a little bit of pink here, especially in the Catskills, and that's where we could see a little bit of some mixing. Again, that warm front moves in, some milder air moves in aloft, and that's where we could see a little bit of some freezing rain or some patchy freezing drizzle mixing in tonight. So we'll keep an eye on that for the Catskills in the mid-Hudson Valley, although most of us, again, I am expecting just plainly that light snow there, although it will be slippery for the evening drive as that snow pushes on through. And then heading into the day on Wednesday, we'll see additional scattered snow showers in the hills and mountains. When it comes to how much to expect, most of us within that coating to 2-inch range. That's I-90 points on south, off to the north, closer to 2 to 4 inches. Adirondacks up towards Lake George, southern Vermont, pushing into the Rensselaer Hill towns and the northern Berkshires there.